Yoga Rocks Box. I'm here with Sky again, a regular on Yoga Rocks Box, and he's just been teaching us a couple of lovely weeks here at Yoga Rocks. We're going to talk a little bit about the big questions in yoga. We're going to ask Sky, so what is the ultimate goal of yoga?
Okay, right, just squeeze it in a few minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, the ultimate goal of yoga. Well, as I understand it, as it's put forth in the scripture and the Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, the Vedas, it's really to fully mature. In other words, to be absolutely comfortable with oneself as you are, to know oneself as full, as complete, as wholeness. Despite what we may feel, we're still going to be subject to all kinds of different feelings. But in and through, we know we're okay. We rest in that fullness. So that's really the goal of yoga.
So if you're just starting to go to a gym class, for example, and you're just starting this yoga thing, if maybe the teacher isn't talking too much about philosophy and you're just doing asana, what's the best way to take it forward? What's the best way to think? To go maybe a little bit further.
It comes as kind of a natural progression where you start to get just a little more curious about things when questions start to arise, like what happens after I die? What's this, what is this body? What's it made of? What was here before? What's here after? Those kind of things start to come up. That's a good sign. You want to take it further. Then I would say you probably want to get out of the gym, unless the teacher's allowed to talk about those things. Usually, it takes its own time, because we have a lot of other ideas of who we are and what we are. So we need to spend time with a teacher who knows, a teacher who's been with another teacher. They're called a Shrotriya. It means they've absorbed the teaching and the methodology. They can also teach. So that teaching is called Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta. That's the juicy stuff.
So the word that gets used quite a lot and avoided quite a lot in yoga is enlightenment. So this is the eighth Patanjali.
Yes.
And so can you talk a little bit about enlightenment and what it can mean, what it doesn't mean?
Again, I'll say what I can on that topic, that word. And having been with my teachers, when they've been asked that question, I listen quite carefully. It is a tricky word. This enlightenment can have a lot of notions about it, a lot of ideas. One thing that I like that I heard was the enlightenment, or first enlightenment, is realizing we've made a big mistake about who we are, and mistaking ourselves ultimately to be limited. And so, even despite the body's limitations, the mind's limitations, our nature is fullness, wholeness. And so, enlightenment is to understand that, and it's really when the false notions have been erased enough, and what remains is your fullness. So you don't go with the wrong ideas anymore. They get cleared away, and you're lightened. You're lightened from the burden of all these things that bind you. It's like being bound up, feeling constricted and all that. So that's it. But it needs to be understood well and clearly and truly. So I really feel when I hear that word, I want to hear it from somebody who lives it, and it's not just bantered about. So I'm glad it's carefully used. I'm glad about it.
Yeah.
Makes me feel shed some light, whatever humble light I can put on that. Just wish everybody the best on their journey. Maybe if we meet sometime, we can share. I love to be tickled in this topic.